Good morning.
Good morning.
Where are we going?
To Sweden.
All right, finally getting around to doing this. Hello from Sicily. So JC and I made a pact for this year, and basically that pact was we're gonna do one thing the entire year. Super simple, we thought. After a year or two now of us basically traveling and not really having a plan, we were just like wanting one space that we could call home. We decided that was going to possibly be buying a boat. This has been a dream of ours for a while, and I recently got rid of my first boat. Anyway, an opportunity arose in Sweden. So we hopped on a plane and we were off to Stockholm. Everything looked really good on paper. Just ended up not being what we were looking for. There were a few structural problems with the boat, nothing too major, but nothing that we really wanted to deal with at that point in time. Then the major one for us was also space. It was something quite a bit smaller than what we initially were looking at. We basically decided, you know what? It's not for us, and we were going to just take our time in Stockholm as an holiday. So we left Ireland, where we were at the time visiting JC's dad. On the way there, our travel day just ended up being one of those travel days. It started off with our friends at Ryanair and baggage allowance.
You reckon it's gonna fit?
I don't see why not. This can fit under the seats in front of you. It's maybe just the shoes that are a little bit worrying.
We just got screwed over.
Then halfway there on the flight, we realized that both of us had expired driver's licenses, and drive to go view this boat was basically no longer a go. We arrived in Stockholm, checked into our Airbnb, and we were greeted with an amazing little dinner just at a restaurant across the road. So the next morning, Carlos, we hopped into an Uber and we were off to the train station. We grabbed an awesome coffee and we took the early train out to the little town of Navekvan. And there was a little bus ride in between. So after the viewing got cut short for the pre-mentioned reasons, we just fooled around in Navekvan for the day.
You would have lost yourself $1 million.
Jalapeno lime.
This lemonade is made with naturally fresh and sour lemons, no added sugar. Why the fuck do we get that?
This lemonade is made with naturally fresh lime and spicy jalapeno, no added sugars, and free from preservatives.
So it's gonna be
It's sparkling and refreshing.
So it's sparkling water.
Yours truly, Swedish tonic.
Tonic.
Ooh. We actually ended up getting stuck outside in the cold up until the next bus was coming, and everything was closed. And then we finally caught the late train back to Stockholm.
Stockholm Central. Here we come. It's a full moon out. It's a beautiful night. Get ready to... I'm doing the voice again.
Both of us completely knackered after the long day.
Do I have some of that water?
Yeah, same just that.
You spat that back in there.
Because you went to the water.
Did you spit it back in there?
Yeah.
Promise.
How are you? My little baby bird.
Oh, thanks for that, baby. So even though the boat wasn't the one necessarily we were looking for, it was all okay because we had another trick up our sleeves. Here's the rest of our holiday in Stockholm, and here's to what's next.
So it's blue skies everywhere, but just above our heads,
And it's actually snowing.
it's snowing. I'll show you.
Yeah, look at your turkey.
It's completely snowed out.
And then for me, the lamb Rogan Josh, please.
I'm gonna get the Balti madras.
And then we'll also add one garlic naan and one cheese naan.
No one could save me from those kids at school.
Fried potato.
They would bully, they would tease,
Yummy.
they would taunt me,
Mint sauce.
haunt me. Such a pretty boy,
This is like sweet.
such a pretty boy.
I mean,
Such
I can get behind it.
Such a pretty boy. Fear. I grew up so scared. Bible belt,
Baby.
redneck lifestyle. One day I'll fly free
My Stockholm too. Mwah.
in the airplane. Where's my seat? Where's my champagne? Champagne, I'm such a pretty boy.
Now let's see how awkward I get trying to talk to the camera. Day 3 in Sweden and tomorrow's our last day, right? So today we've had a late start like we did yesterday.
And the day before.
We're heading into the old town today. And we're gonna try come up with what?
Well, I'm busy trying to get us to where we need to go.
There's a market called K25, which looks like the likes of our Mojo market kind of vibe from home.
I'm such a pretty boy. I'm such a pretty boy.
Okay, should we do a full walk around lap and then decide? Wow, this stuff looks so good. Oh, I could feel like anything that looks good. They have such good pictures. And I'm a visual girl. Oh, yummo.
Not gonna want sushi, are you?
No, probably like a something warm.
I like that bun meat bun signage.
Can't go wrong.
Soft and juicy. You want a bite?
That looks delicious. Pork belly bao bun and pork ramen deliciousness.
Such a pretty boy. Such a pretty boy.
So another day in Stockholm, well spent with my beautiful girlfriend. The main topic of conversation being, what are we going to do next? So we ended up kind of just walking around on our last day, managed to walk past the games bar where we thought we were just popping for a quick coffee and a beer, and ended up spending the rest of the day just playing cards and chatting about that exact thing, which ended up being a blessing in itself, because we basically came up to our conclusion of what we were going to be doing this year. We did kind of have an idea, and it looked similar to what we attempted last year. If you guys have been paying a little bit of attention in the beginning of this video, I actually mentioned a little hint to where exactly we are in the world at the moment.
Should I have the camera higher?
It's playing on the middle.
Okay.
So I've got one glove off to operate my phone. My hands are freezing, but I think it's worth it.
Look at this building. I'm like obsessed with it. We're on our way to find some kind of street foodie hot dog vibe, which is apparently a must. And yeah, it's our last night, so we're just wandering around. We've had a really fun afternoon playing games at a little games cafe. And now we're just wandering around trying to find a hot dog, and then we'll go home. Very pretty on this side. I'm gonna come back to that video because to that building.
It's on the run.
Hotels were closed and the airport was clean. I was stranded alone in my Southwest train.
What are we gonna have? An all-day brunch.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a full English, but let's see.
Ooh, English, you say?
You know that moment when your partner orders something that looks way better than what you're gonna get, and you just instantly regret everything. Do you remember when we had breakfast in London and we were so excited to have a full English, and then those beans and that breakfast was like the worst breakfast we've ever had.
I do remember that, yes.
And I think that was also house beans, and it wasn't like beans in a can like what I actually like.
What do you mean house beans?
They were house beans, so they made the beans like the sauce and stuff themselves, so it's not that.
But the eggs were shit.
Everything was, but now I'm just really fearful
But I'm not
that
gonna have
I'm gonna have. You're not having beans, I'm having beans.
Alright, you're having beans.
You're having pancakes. Why would I be scared about your beans? She just mapled up your pancakes, and I can't believe you're putting an egg on top of syrup, you.
What do you mean you can't
Weird.
believe I'm putting an egg on top of syrup? She obviously does it all the time. Look at how pro she is at doing it.
They haven't done it yet. She's obviously hesitant. Oh, there it is.
Flop.
I'm waiting for it to come out. You look so gorgeous. Are you blushing?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's ready, bring it.
I'm excited.
The English is for me. Whoa, thank you.
Baby.
That looks so
You?
good. Thank you so much.
Look at that egg.
Oh, that's weird, but I'm here for it. Mine looks gigantinormous, and these beans are exactly what I anticipated them to be. Oh. See, these are the beans I was saying. You can just tell.
Are those the ones you want?
No.
I've been trying to convince Jessie to carry this bag because I think that one's a lot easier to carry.
I can't hear you, but I feel like you're being cheeky.
I'm not being cheeky.
What? You wanted me to carry that bag?
Yeah, because I thought this one would be so much easier to carry.
Look at her! Look at how you're carrying it!
I'm just joking. She looks like a real backpacker.
With my... A little bit of editing in the airport. I said a little bit of editing in the airport.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have
back.
made it back
In Ireland.
to Ireland.
Look at the Irish. This is a long walk.
Are you from Ireland, baby?
Did you see how lost I got in my hood now? I tried to turn. No, I'm from Germany.
All right, okay.
But I got an Irish passport because I'm a lucky lass.
Alrighty. Well, we're done. We're saying goodbye.
I think this is the end of this vlog.
Is it the end of this vlog?
Yeah.
I think
'cause
that's-
we're gonna go home. Now I don't want you to come with me.
Okay.
Anyway.
Hotels were closed, the airport was clean. I was stranded